Welcome everybody to another series that I'm going to do, also in NCAA Football, using the College Football Revamped mod. I'm going to do a Road to Glory. I play a lot of Road to Glory in my personal video game time, but I just thought it would be a good idea to turn this into a series. And so here we are. I'm going to play as a quarterback, and we're going to see where we go. I don't have a good idea on where I want to go to college yet, and we've got a whole season in high school to get started there. Now we're going to be following the career, or at least the collegiate career, of Jack Whitman III. Does that name mean anything to me? Absolutely not. But that's going to be just who we follow. That was the name my random name generator came up with. And we're going to be playing for the Austin Chaparrals, or the Austin Westlake Chaparrals, as they're a little more well known. Being the high school that Drew Brees and I believe Texas's most recent quarterback, his name escapes me now. I had it when I was getting ready to record and now it's gone. Sam Ehlinger, there we go. Sam Ehlinger, his high school. So this is a fairly well-known high school out of Austin, Texas, known to produce some star quarterbacks, and we're in our senior year. We finally get the helm after sitting behind, we'll go with the story of we were sitting behind Sam Ehlinger. But just so that way I make it fully clear, I am playing with the same sliders that I use in my Dynasty series of Tim Dunge's career, as well as I am now playing on Heisman, which I haven't actually played a Road to Glory on Heisman in a very long time. So hopefully the practice I'm getting from Dynasty mode should carry over. Now, I like to play a rushing quarterback type build, not gonna lie. So I may start out as a bit more of a pocket passer, but I'll get a little squirrely in the pocket. But I'm gonna try to really focus on not like pushing the ball downfield where it doesn't make sense. But hopefully we get enough opportunity to actually get a lot of scholarships. This is actually going to be probably the most realistic simulation I've ever run for Road of Glory, or Road to Glory, because we're not going to have as much opportunity to just do gaudy, unrealistic stats like 500 yard, or every high school game being 500 yards in the air, 8 touchdowns. We have to play more realistic. We may not be a 5-star recruit. We may be like a 3-star. We may have to choose to walk on to a big name school and make a name for ourselves. And I don't even know yet how bad it's going to be to try to earn the starting spot. We may have to take a redshirt year, and I may have to just do a simulated year off screen. But I'm really excited to do this. Now, one of the things that the slider layout really focuses in on is setting your feet when you're rolling out, and really getting into a rhythm. So I'm really trying to focus on making these quick, easy throws and high percentage throws before we start trying to push it down the field later on. There we go. I do love that in this game, whenever you don't play as a quarterback for Road to Glory in high school, the quarterback, or at least I've always noticed, his name's always Steve Merica. I tend to use that as a belief that the programmer for NCAA 14 was a big Captain America fan, because that just seems like too big of a coincidence. Okay, we're seeing cover 4 now, so this might be a little harder to complete. That was a poor throw, but we didn't throw an interception. I tend to, especially Road to Glory, I tend to be really fast and loose and just heave the ball. Oh, yeah, they had good coverage there, and I didn't slide through the pocket very well. I gotta get back to really good pocket maneuverability and really stepping up and out. But we might stall out here. Oh, that's errant. Oh, okay, we got lucky there. Felt like I had to force the ball to get it past the first down marker. But 4 for 6 midway through the first quarter. That's not bad stats. Looks like they're pushing everyone up. I hit the wrong button and I paid for that one. First interception, hopefully one of our last, but I wanted to throw to the flats, and I don't know why I got my buttons mixed up. Oh man, it happens way more than it should. I'll be completely honest there. See, I wanted to throw that route, but we have to respond, and so that's what we'll do. Finally, we get a good deep combination. But I'm curious if you want to leave down in the comments below, which mode do you prefer more? Do you prefer more Road to Glory, or do you prefer Dynasty mode? I wish I had a better arm. I could have actually completed that. I now prefer Dynasty mode because I have a much better grip on how to do all the things involved with Dynasty mode. But when I was originally playing NCAA football, I preferred Road to Glory. It meant that I didn't have to control everything. Instead, I got to focus on just being a good player. And that was really attractive to me, as well as I was decent at it. Wow, that was a good catch by my wide receiver, going and bailing me out there. It's amazing how much different this game is on harder difficulties. But yeah, I remember the first Road to Glory I ever played. I actually ended up being a running back for the Georgia Bulldogs, and it taught me how to run the ball. And so I really got a lot of value from that. It was cool to learn, and I still think about that that Road to Glory and how much fun it was to play. And so now, every year that I've picked up NCAA football, first thing I go to, other people go like straight to online dynasties or straight to offline dynasties, or whatever new mode they show off. Like, I know in the last couple of versions they had the Heisman challenges. For me, it's Road to Glory, and I'm not always a quarterback. I'll throw the ball away. I was hoping that they'd come off my running back. I could just dump it to them. But we'll live to fight another down, and we need to convert a third down. Let's see what we got here. Let me hit this flat route. Get up the field. Ah! Man, I thought I led him up the field enough for him to go convert that. Okay, so we got cover 2. Oh, I waited too long to throw that. I got very lucky, and that's going to be a face mask. Tack it on. Yeah, I waited too long on that. That safety had a real chance to go over and disrupt that play, so we got very lucky there. 11 for 16 isn't bad so far, but I would like to get into the end zone. I know football terminology. I don't need to say things that are not true. Below any standing of, hey, I actually do know a little bit of football. Oh, it's a little bit of a payback penalty. I got a little happy there trying to get them to jump off sides a little bit. Okay, once again, we've got curls into what looks like a cover 2 look. Hit this on the back. Oh, there we go. Good job, Whitman. Now we get into the red zone for the second time today. First time we did a pitch, and it was successful. But we want passing touchdowns. That helps us out more. Or scramble touchdowns. Run him over. Oh, down to the 1 inch. Thought that was going to be our first passing touchdown of the season. Ooh, we get to do a play action. Okay. Now, I tend to like to run bootlegs off this, but I'm not going to. Oh! I led that just a little too much, and I lose my ability. Oh, I'm going to override my coach, and we're going to run the same play. There we go. That should be the default route, but either way, first passing touchdown, and we make up for the interception we threw. And we have a 2-touchdown lead towards the end of the first quarter. So hopefully we can continue to mount on this lead. We'd love to win our first high school game. Man, I hate some of the passing plays they call, and I'm trying not to just override it with audibles too much. Ooh, that was a tight window. Man, they barely had the ball. There's like no time off the clock. We're going to get some opportunities here to up our stats and make our recruiting level a little higher. But fake the handoff. We'll dump it in the flats. Time was ticking. Would have liked you to stay in bounds and turn the ball upfield, but beggars can't be choosers. It's still a completed pass. A little bit of a weird defense here. Way to come back for the ball. That was key because I started to throw that into a crowd. Now 3rd and 1. Another opportunity to convert a pretty easy 3rd down, or what should be a pretty easy 3rd down. Ah! I didn't like any of the quick windows. Probably missed something on my left side and then tried to tuck it, and it just took too long. Like to get an opportunity to get a scramble going, but we gotta take what we're given. Once again, we're gonna hit that flat route, and it's a big gain. I haven't seen Glick before. I know that's who we threw the touchdown to, but I just meant in playing quarterback road to glories. Now I don't know. Okay, we see that blitz. Now I don't know if so when you use the College Football Revamped mod, you get the opportunity to use the current rosters, and it's really nice. I don't know if those rosters will be carried over when we actually get into the college part of the series. So we'll have to see when we get there. That would be really cool if it does. If it doesn't, you can obviously use your own custom mods. I did a sin. I tried to throw back across my body. I thought he was going to move down and settle in a zone where I could actually throw the ball to him, and instead, he did not. And I did audible out of that play because that play is not very good. Alright, get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. They only have 26 yards of total offense? I do have their I don't have their stats turned down, and I don't have it like it's Heisman on offense and rookie on defense. It's set to the same level. I was hoping it'd give me a bit more of a challenge, but oh well. We're not playing incredible either, so it's first game of the season. Get that first down. Would like to get further down the field, but we're going to play more realistically. Patience. One of the most important things for a quarterback is patience, and not showing it all the time. I saw Circle was going to get open, and he stumbled out of his route, and it caused me to get flushed. Gotta get half the yardage back. There we go. That's a good completion, but we need better pocket presence. It's something we're going to have to really work on if we're going to make it at the next level. Ooh, first 4 verts. Look, this will be interesting. Looks like we're going to see a cover 3. So in theory, someone should be open. I hate that. I hate getting stuck on my offensive lineman, and it happens much more than it should. Because I was trying to step up, but it's hard when you've got a lot of people in the backfield. Seems like the only route we can hit is the stop route. And it's the only route they want to call is the stop route. This is getting a little insane. But I didn't like how that safety was sitting back. It looked like they were going to step up and try to pick it. Okay, now we get a little bit of offensive balance. It's a little late, coach, but just not getting a lot of time, and great. 4 yards. Give me a screen. That's not a screen. Really trying not to override the coach, but our coach is not calling great things. Oh. That was a series I would have loved to do over. Especially since we're in 2-minute drill, but oh well. Don't have to play the best at all times. Hit that outbreaking route. Get that foot in bounds, get us all the way down to the 15. Just what we need. Why are we calling the same play twice in a row? We've done this a couple of times now, coach. You think if they didn't get it the first time, maybe they're going to get it the second time? We threw it to the same place and got a nice 14-yard touchdown, but coach, I mean, can we have a little bit more offensive creativity? Okay. 2 timeouts, 40 seconds, most of the field. Okay, 1 step at a time. Oh, give me the face mask. There we go. That will help out. Definitely prefer throwing to my right side of the field. It's a right-handed thing. It's a lot easier for me to scan that side of the field. And there we go. We're already across midfield. Maybe we can steal another touchdown here. This one's going to be a little harder to do, but maybe we can hit it. Oh, that corner did not go the way I expected him to go. We got lucky there. I expected him to sink, and he did not. Gotta get a little better at reading some coverages. Okay. Oh yeah, I can't do motions in Road to Glory. That's one thing that I miss. Perfect. I didn't think you were actually going to go step out of bounds, and that actually worked out really well. Okay, 4 verts. Okay. Once again, they're giving this look. We should have something. Oh, just in time. Woo! That was close. But we get the conversion. Now with 16 seconds to go, 1 timeout. Would have liked coach to hold off on that timeout, because we probably could have gotten up and at least spiked the ball and saved the timeout, but oh well. Get out, get out. Timeout. I think throwing the ball away would have been a better play there. But I felt the pressure coming and needed to react. And apparently I fumbled it. I didn't think I did, but that's a hard turnover. 3 turnovers in our first game. We need to clean that up, especially in 1 half of football. We're better than that. And we almost threw another pick. That was another one of those, I thought R1 was the check down, because if I could manually assign the receiver buttons, my R buttons would be my check downs at all times. Like that. Check down. R1. Makes sense. It's kind of like the secondary button. Man, we've already thrown 43 passes. Jeez, coach, you're going to have to surgically add a new arm after this. Especially when you're calling deep routes on 4th and 3. See, this is why I've learned to play Dynasty, because the play calling is not great. Keep running. It worked out, but I wanted him to keep running. He was going to break free, and I could dump the ball to him in space. It does make me miss a mechanic that was in the latest Madden I played. Now, that was like 2 or 3 Maddens ago. But you could direct traffic, and that was really nice. To be like, your nearest wide receiver and be like, go this way. And they could do that, and I hope in EA's new college football game that they add that feature, because that would be super, super nice. But they have a lot to work on that game, and I have a feeling that it's going to, I'm not going to say flop. There's too much hype around that game for it to flop, per se. It's going to sell well, but I think it's going to disappoint people. That's just because a lot of people are getting spoiled by College Football Revamped, like I am. Gameplay's great, and no, I'm not sponsored by College Football Revamped. Because A, they don't do sponsorships. I just like to talk about good work when I see it. But, it's been so long since they've done a college football game, and if college football's done right, it has a completely different feel than Madden. And so it should not feel like a Madden clone. But we'll see what they do with it. They get paid the big bucks for game design. I don't. I don't get paid to play video games. I wish I did. But that's a whole nother career than what I've gone into. But I digress. Once again, we're to these deep stop routes. We can keep running them, coach, but literally could not throw the ball to anyone. And who are we? Texas Tech? From a couple years ago when they had Patrick Mahomes? We're going to throw the ball 70 times a game? Thought he was going to break off that corner a little bit more because I was running out of time to throw the ball. 51 passes, jeez. We're only midway through the third. This went from realistic feeling to not very realistic feeling. We are, when I played in high school, there was a team that was well known for being solely offense focused. Like, to give you an idea, it's a lot of what people view of the Big 12 currently. Most teams, or really not anymore that perception applies to most teams. That really applies to like 2 teams. But definitely a couple years ago, offense was the league's bread and butter. Man, we've hit that pass multiple times a game, and then we airmail it. I have to get back to some easy throws. Getting a bit rattled in the pocket, but we are definitely looking like we just pass the ball. That's what we do. We're going to throw the ball 80 times a game. If we get 83 plays, we're going to throw the ball 82 plays, and we're going to have really gaudy stats other than touchdowns because we can't convert third downs. And once again, I roll out to avoid pressure, and my wide receivers stop running. I just want to dump the ball to you like 4 yards away and get you in space. But, oh well. I'm probably not rolling the right way for the game to be like, what you're doing makes sense. But we might be able to hit something deep here. There we go. Finally, a conversion over 15 yards. I thought that was 20. I don't think we've completed a pass more than 20 yards. I mean, we have 416 yards in the air, but I like bigger, flashier plays when I can get them. I think on this difficulty, I need to take my lumps, and I've gotten better at that in the Dynasty mode, if you're watching that. But I want to push the ball down the field more. Okay, we got more Croats. Tuck it. And of course we fumble the ball. Trying to slide and it fumbles the ball. I hate that mechanic. Literally, I'm pressing the dive button because that's how you slide. And I'm like, okay, slide. No. I'm going to dive and I'm going to put the ball on his knees so it'll go flying. That's what you want, right? You're trying to do a very conservative thing, right? No. That's one thing that I don't know how to fix it in the game. There was so much pressure there. I was mashing the throw away, but there was just no time. I couldn't set my feet to do it. Hey, coach. Okay, let's just do a deep heave because it's all we can do. Coach, a screen pass would work really well right now. They are putting a bunch of pressure, and I don't have much time. Ugh. This game is playing so much differently than my normal Road to Glory series, games that I have, or files. I waited too long in that one. That one was me. I've never had a game where I've thrown the ball 70 times. B, ooh, that one was tight. I know I upped the time. I normally play on default time so I can just chew through games. But, also, they're just not mounting a lot of drives and taking time off the clock. And this is high school, so don't think that this is how it's going to be when we get to the college level. The colleges should throw up a little bit more of a fight. And I'm hoping that some of the high schools do too. But this mode is meant to be easy so you can... This part of this mode, the high school portion, is meant to be easier so you can have good stats, so you can try to get recruited to, or get a scholarship from the best schools in the country. But we also need to improve. A lot of our stats are just not good. Off of 70 passes, I would hope I'd have at least 450 yards. I'd like to have more than 3 touchdowns, and we cannot turn the ball over 20 million times and be happy. We got another touchdown there, so that makes our stats look a little better, but it's just, we could play better. And we got pulled already? Jeez. Well, that's going to end our first game of the season. We did not play great, but we did play good enough to win the game and put up some decent stats. I think we got just under 500 yards passing, but we need to learn to hold on to the football because we're getting a little confused on red jerseys and white jerseys. We didn't even get to be player of the game. So that's a little disappointing. But in usual scope, as I end these videos, our overall stats, we threw 66 passes, completing 48. It's not a horrible completion percentage, but would like it to be better than that. 491 passing yards. Rushing yards is bad because we got sacked like 20 million times. 4 passing touchdowns isn't bad, though. And the turnovers, man, turnovers killed us. So join us back here next time as we take on the Capel Phantoms, which aren't a real team, because Capel is the Mustangs, I believe. I don't know. But either way, join us for the next game in Jack Whitman's high school career as we look to put up some better stats, and maybe we'll start to get some nice college scholarship offers. But I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.